A networking function that was high on everyone's list was the illustrious gala networking dinner.
I think it's exceptionally innovative. It lends itself very, very well to good relationship building and people relaxing and networking, and it also is a good platform for the region to be sold.
It is always a great opportunity to network, and particularly because there are a number of overseas delegates here. And it's always good to cross-pollinate and to exchange ideas and views with them. This is a global crisis, and the motor industry we're all in the same global village. So it's been a great opportunity for that from a networking perspective, absolutely.
This informal gathering thrilled national and international guests who were treated to special South African hospitality, reinforcing the image of the host province as a compelling place in which to live, work and play.
I think it's the second year that we are supporting this event. It's been good and we are fully behind it. It's a great event, especially for the Nelson Mandela Bay as the region and as a province and as a country again. Especially at this time because it tackles issues that are mainly also affecting the automotive industry. And because the city is the key and the mecca of the automotive industry, this is a good event for us.
And I think it gives the base for us to create business, to exchange information and to look into the future. So I absolutely support it and I think it's the right way to do it. And I must say, I think that the way we are doing it here is also something what we need. We need special South African solutions. So, and this is for me a typical South African solution to do business.
Well, firstly on the Eastern Cape, I mean, how often do we get a function where you can be barefoot on the beach with the sea a few meters away? It's a stunning venue. So this kind of gathering, I think, just reaffirms that obviously there's a place for this industry, and it's an industry that is reaching some kind of stability, and we'll be looking forward to the future growth that hopefully awaits it in the coming years. It's great to see it supported by so many government officials as well, because obviously the Eastern Cape is the centre of automotive industry in South Africa.
Site tours provided potential investors with an opportunity to experience firsthand the capabilities of the manufacturing industry, as well as its potential for investment and relocation within one of government's industrial development zones.
I think it's a good, initiative in terms of, from the government side, because for us it's about creating sustainable jobs. As long as, there's a partnership, between the government and the private sector. So I think the government has moved in terms of creating that environment. All that we're waiting for now is for the investors, so that now people can get employment.
The Eastern Cape's automotive sector includes the largest concentration of OEMs, namely General Motors, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen and Ford, as well as two of the country's incentivized duty-free development zones at Kucha and East London.
I'm come from the Ministry of Commerce of People's Republic of China. So for this time, I'm bring some automotive manufacturers from China to attend the week. So I think it's very exciting, and it's a good market with big potentials. Yeah, and when I come back to tell my colleagues, the Chinese automakers, about the South Africa's market, to attract them to come to conduct a business or invest in South Africa.
Much business is done on the golf course, and walking the long fairways provided the perfect environment for delegates to discuss future deals.
I think it's important that when you're walking on a golf course with people and you're spending 4 hours out there, you get to know people a lot better, and people talk on a much more different level. It's less formal and more relaxed, and you get to know sort of the different sides of people. When the guy plays a bad shot, does he wrap his club around a tree, or or does he just keep nice and calm and say ho hum, next shot counts,
The South African Automotive Week 2009 set new benchmarks within the sector with respect to cooperation and synergy.
So we'll continue to support these initiatives because they are part of our broad investment promotion strategy.
There were full houses at both the conference and the annual general meeting of the National Association of Automotive and Allied Component Manufacturers, NARCAM, which was also held concurrently with the Automotive Week.
It's a great event. We get a lot of interest, and good to meet and network with our existing customers and new customers in the industry. So for us it's a great opportunity of showing ourselves. We think they've done a tremendous job once again here. Great display areas, well represented by the industry. I'm sure it's going to be a great success.
The South African Automotive Week is the only national event supported by all the major industry associations and government. The week was hosted by NARCAM, NAMSA, RMI and the Automotive Industry Development Centre. Funded by the DTI, the Eastern Cape Provincial Government Department of Economic Development and Environmental Affairs, Eastern Cape Department of Transport, the Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality, the Coega Development Corporation and Mercita. Supported by the Eastern Cape Development Corporation, the East London IDZ, Gauteng Economic Development Agency, Trade and Invest KwaZulu-Natal, the Roslyn Automotive Supplier Park, IDC, CEDA, Transnet, Percy, the Borderkai Chamber of Business and 6 South African-based original equipment manufacturers.
The future's tough, there's no doubt. There's a lot of challenges facing us. And I think come 2010 next year, it's exciting. And from then on, hopefully we'll pull together. So great event. I think the organisers done a great job and delighted to be part of it.
The third edition of the South African Automotive Week is scheduled to take place in 2011. One of the key reasons for it remaining in the Eastern Cape is the strong support it receives from the Eastern Cape Province, the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro and industry partners.
Look, it has been a very successful event in the sense that I think the dialogue between industry and government and labour is crucial. So this has been a very useful exercise just in ensuring that there is understanding across the board, but equally understanding what our constraints are and what are the possibilities. And I think that has been achieved today.